morning, my dear students of Standard 7. How are you? I think you are doing your work seriously. Children, you utilize your time and do your work sincerely. Today, we will continue the same chapter that we are doing, that is lesson 2, animal nutrition, human nutrition, and the rest part just now we will discuss, that is the parts of alimentary canal.
As parts of the alimentary canal. Children, you see here, it is written buccal cavity, oesophagus, stomach. I discussed you in the previous classes, that is about buccal cavity in details, oesophagus also. Today we have to discuss about stomach, small intestine and large intestine. So you see clearly here, what is here? Stomach. And you know very well, you studied in standard 6 also. What is this? It is a widest and bag-like muscular structure of alimentary canal, and it receives food from oesophagus, and the inner lining of stomach consists of mucus, hydrochloric acid and digestive juices. Children, everyone eat food, and you know that the food from mouth reaches to the stomach through oesophagus. So you see here, what is the meaning of mucus? Mucus that release this from the inner lining of the stomach. You see, this is the bag-like structure of the stomach, and here is the mucous membrane inside the wall, and that is secreting the mucus. What is the function? That it protects the inner lining of the stomach. Clear? And one acid that is also secreted in our stomach, that is hydrochloric acid. What is the function of this? It kills the harmful bacteria and make food in acidic medium for proper digestion. Clear to all of you? That you see, this is the part of the food pipe or oesophagus, and now this is bag-like structure, that food from here that will pass to the small intestine. This is the part of small intestine that is known as duodenum. You see that role of small intestine. You see here the picture is given to you. This is the coiled structure of the small intestine, and these are the parts that is differentiated into three parts. But you have to see only very short way, that is, what is here? Inner wall of small intestine contains finger-like projection called villi, and this intestine secretes intestinal juice which digests carbohydrates, proteins and fats into glucose, amino acids and fatty acids respectively. You see here, children, I have written that is carbohydrate, the simplest form of carbohydrate, that is glucose. And now protein, the simplest form. Proteins are present in our food, carbohydrates are present in our food, fats are also. So digestion means the breakdown of food. So protein breakdowns into the amino acid. These are the unit, and many amino acid combine to form the protein. Clear? Like that, fats also break down into the fatty acids. So it is clear to all of you what is the main role of the small intestine. Children, the length of small intestine is about 7 meter, long coiled structure, and this is the part of the stomach. From the stomach, food passes to the small intestine. Next, related to the small intestine, two organs that are seen, pancreas and liver. So that I have shown you in the first picture, that is digestive system of human. So what is the role of pancreas? It is yellow leaf shaped gland located just below the stomach and secrete pancreatic juice. Clear? So what is the role of pancreatic juice? Children, you see that carbohydrates are break down into its simpler form, glucose, proteins into simpler form, amino acids. It means this is the breaking down of these into their simpler. So what is the digestion? Digestion of carbohydrates and proteins takes place through pancreatic juice. That all happens into the small intestine. Children, you should know that what is the main role of pancreas. Pancreas regulate our blood sugar. You know that diabetes is a very common disease, and this is due to that pancreas is not functioning properly, not secreting the insulin. So the level of sugar in human body, that is not normal. So if the pancreas is normal, then the person is normal and cannot suffer from diabetes. Clear? So know also about this. Next is, that is liver. You see here, that is again the picture will be shown to you. Here I have written also the fats into the simpler form, fatty acid and glycerol. It means that is also breakdown by the pancreas. Now see here the stomach, and this is the gallbladder, and this is the structure of pancreas. So pancreas is secreting pancreatic juice that will pass to the small intestine. Next is that liver. So liver, you see that largest gland of our body and present slightly below the stomach on right side. So here that is present the liver, and it secretes bile juice that is stored in a bag like structure, that is gallbladder. So bile juice also helps in digestion in the small intestine. Children, I told you that digestion starts from the mouth, because first the food is break down into the smaller pieces into the mouth, then the stomach, and then the small intestine. So what is here? That bile juice digests fats into fatty acid. It means this is the simpler form of the fats. You know, fats are present in the oil, ghee. These are the sources. Now watch the video related to your topic. In this you will see properly, that is the they are functioning.
Human anatomy, the liver. This video illustrates one of the most used internal parts of the human body, the liver. One can understand how the liver functions and aids the digestion of food in humans, apart from it producing vital nutrients and helping in the excretion of waste material from the body. The liver is the largest organ in the human body. The liver alone weighs about 1.5 to 3 kilograms in the body. The liver occupies much of the upper right quadrant of the abdomen, to the right of the stomach and immediately below the diaphragm. The liver is divided into two unequal lobes, a large right lobe and a smaller left lobe. The liver plays a number of vital roles, such as metabolizing the breakdown products of digestion and detoxifying substances that are harmful to the body. The liver also provides essential energy-producing substances and supplies vital vitamins including iron, vitamin B12, and copper. The liver controls the production and excretion of cholesterol and metabolizes alcohol into mild toxin. It also performs many important functions, including storing iron, maintaining the hormonal balance, producing immune factors to fight infections, regulating blood clotting, and producing bile. The hepatic portal veins, which are blood vessels that carry blood from the gastrointestinal tract and spleen to the liver, pick up nutrients and toxins from the stomach and intestines for processing. The hepatic ducts and gallbladder send the processed bile to the duodenum, which is about 25 centimeters long and a C shape. The stomach opens up into the duodenum through a pyloric sphincter, a muscle that acts as a valve that controls passage of food from the stomach into the small intestine. The abdominal aorta and hepatic veins supply and return blood to the liver. One of the most important functions of the liver is to produce bile. This digestive juice dissolves fat into watery contents, much like detergents that dissolve grease from a frying pan. This juice is stored in the gallbladder between meals. During meals, it is squeezed out of the gallbladder through the bile ducts and into the intestines to mix with the fat in the blood through the bile ducts. When food, medicines, liquids, etc. are consumed and digested, the cells within the liver that contain a number of powerful enzymes break them down into many toxins. Ammonia, a toxin product arising from the digestion of proteins, is converted into a less toxic urea by liver.
So you have seen just now the video related to your body organs, that is liver. How liver that is secreting bile juice, and bile juice was collected in the gallbladder, and how the digestion takes place. So you have to see properly, and you watch again the video at your home, and then you see and also write how the liver is functioning. And you know that is the largest gland of our body. Next you see that absorption of digested food. The food that digested, the last digestion takes place in the small intestine. So we can say the complete digestion of the food takes place in the small intestine. Then what will happen? Then the absorption of nutrients will take place. So how that you see again I will show you the video. In that you can see clear picture of that finger like projection of villi. Helps in absorption of food, and the absorbed food is passed to the blood vessels, and then the food get transported to all parts of the body, and the whole process is known as assimilation. The first day of this topic we discussed about this assimilation. So watch the another related to the absorption of the food. How the
After food is digested into small and soluble food molecules, it can be absorbed into the circulatory system. This absorption process mainly takes place in the ileum.
This is the cut portion of the small
On
intestine.
the inner wall of the ileum, there are a large number of finger-like projections called villi. Each villus has a lymph vessel called lacteal in the center. The lacteal is surrounded by a network of capillaries. Water-soluble food molecules such as monosaccharides, amino acids and minerals, as well as water-soluble vitamins such as vitamin C, are absorbed through the walls of the villi into the capillaries by diffusion and active transport. As the absorption of digested food into the blood increases the water potential of the content in the ileum, water is drawn into the blood by osmosis. On the other hand, fatty acids and glycerol enter the epithelium of the villus by diffusion. In the epithelial cells, they recombine into fine lipid droplets. The lipid droplets then enter the lymph in the lacteal. Lipid-soluble vitamins such as vitamins A and D are also absorbed into the lacteal. The lipids and lipid-soluble vitamins in the lacteal are transported to the main lymph vessels and eventually to the bloodstream.
So children, you have seen how absorbed into the villi and that how the molecules of the nutrients are absorbed by the finger-like projections. Now next is your large intestine. This organ is wider and shorter than the small intestine, and it is 1.5 meters long and 7 centimeters in diameter. And you see here that digestion was completed in the small intestine, then undigested and unabsorbed food enters the large intestine from small intestine. And you see here, then what will be the main role of large intestine? It absorbs water and minerals from undigested food. Clear? So you can say, if it is the question, what is the function of large intestine? You can say, water and minerals are absorbed by the large intestine. Next you see, after that, the waste part of the food passes to the rectum and eliminated through the anus. And the whole this process is called as ingestion. So you have seen the whole picture and the instructions and the functions and introduction also about the different parts of the digestive system. It means nutrition in human. Now, after this is the end of your topic, and after that, every time I am giving you the worksheet will be given to you, and you have to do regularly and show it to me also in my WhatsApp number. Now you see here what are the worksheet. These worksheet already that is in your book, and I have given you to all that you have to note down in your notebook. So you see here what is you have to fill the blanks. First question is the digestion of food in human starts in the dash and is completed in that is dash. So you have to find the answers as I explained. Second question is dash present in the stomach kills bacteria. So what is the answer? Also this answer is hidden in your topic that just now I discussed. And number third is the largest gland in the human body is what? You have to write here. Partially digested food that is chewed again by the grass eating animal is called. This you can do also. So the last question I am giving you, that is amoeba. Uses dash for locomotion and for capturing the food. You can say, what is the name here amoeba? What is amoeba? You can say amoeba is an unicellular animal and it is water animal. Survive in water and can cause the amoebic dysentery in human body. And you have to study also the life cycle of the amoeba in this chapter. Next is given to you the another worksheet, that is true or false. This is also taken from your textbook. Children, you see here that which one is the right and which one is the wrong. You have to write in front of that, means true or false. Taking in of food is termed as ingestion. So this is also very easy. Stomach secretes hydrochloric acid. Just you study it. And rectum helps in absorption of food. Next is man is ruminant. And number 5, that is amoeba, uses pseudopodia to ingest the food. It means these are the questions that you have to do as the homework. Always you are asking what is homework. So this is the homework, and the classwork, that is the explanation just discussed. You have to note down also the pictures of the body organs like pancreas, liver. You have to draw the pictures. That is the classwork. So now, thank you to all.